First track, I believe, was Words to My Firstborn. We was in there listening to some tracks that DJ Quick had laid down.
Bombfirst.com.
Pac looked at me and was like, first of all, he looked at the producer and was like, yo, which producer made this? And DJ Quick, they mentioned DJ Quick had made that track. And he was like, yo, word. So Pac looked at me and was like, yo, Nuttso, you feeling this? I was like, yeah, that's raw. He was like, all right, give me a 16. I need a 16. So I said I immediately started writing. And
Bombfirst.com.
in the middle of writing, before I even finished my verse, Pac had already finished both of his verses. And I was like, okay, man, I don't know if I can compete with that. You can't compete with nobody writing some strong verses, not to mention 2 verses, and I ain't even finished with half of my verse, so, that's what it was. So Tupac had a verse on that song, so, after Pac's death, they kind of like took a lot of verses back to create albums and more albums of Tupac. So I don't know what they actually did with the verse. I still haven't heard it surface on anything else yet. I don't know, maybe it'll come out in the near future with me and Pac on it as well. Just like a lot of other songs that I've done with Pac that hasn't came out yet. I don't know what they plan on doing with it, but hopefully we'll hear something on that in the near future. It was recorded in Can-Am Studios. DJ Quick produced that track. It was also done in '96 as well. Oh, well, we was actually all in the studio, me, the rest of the Outlaws, and Pac, and Pac just, was pulling up some beats, and that was actually one of the songs that Pac had started producing himself. And he was real juiced about it, and he was like, yo, I'm doing beats, nigga, whoa, 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 whoa. And, so we all spit on that, and he looked at everybody and said, yo, I need X amount of bars, and I need verses done right now. And whoever wasn't ready at the time of getting pointed out to go in there and spit that verse, and they just wasn't going to be on that song. So that's how Pac kind of like operated, you know what I'm saying? Pac could hit you, Tupac could hit you with actually Tupac would catch you kind of like off guard and say, yo, you ready? All right, go in there, spit that. And then, he'd be lenient sometimes, and he'd say, and if he wasn't ready, then he'd be like, okay, well, you better be ready by the time one of the other Outlaws come out of the studio, whoever he was talking to at that moment. So we all laced there. We was all in the studio together. That was actually a outlaw, a Tupac giving birth to an outlaw song, because that had all the Outlaws on it as well, you know what I'm saying? So that, I don't know if it was going to be intended to be on a One Nation album or not, but
Bombfirst.com.
After Pac died, then a lot of decisions kind of went into other people's hands, so. When Pac died and everybody went their separate ways, people was changing numbers, people was changing locations, and it was hard to get in contact with people because a lot of people went off radar with that. So the 2 songs that I had, which was Don't Sleep and Ghetto Star, I was getting offers for these songs in unbelievable amounts, and people was not understanding why was I turning down this large sum of money.
Bombfirst.com.
Oh, it was from labels. It was from, I got an offer from Suge. It was offers from different labels. It was offers from people just out there on the streets, like, man, yo, I'll give you this, I'll give you that, man, let me play, man, let me do this, let me give you that. I turned everybody down because I knew that before long that I would be in contact with Pac's mom again. And sure enough, that's what happened. So I got back in contact with the rest of the outlaws, and like Pac said, you know, we had meetings about it. No matter what happened to any one of us in this circle, the rest of us pull together and keep pushing. So I eventually got in contact back with the rest of the outlaws, and they had told me that they was down in LA working on a Tupac album, and that Tupac Moms was down there. And I said, Moms is down there? It was like, yeah. I said, you know what? I need to speak with Moms. It's real important. And I got something that I know she's going to want. So they put me in contact with Moms, and I told her, I said, Moms, I've been looking for you for the longest. And she said, hi, how are you? How are you doing? And what's going on? I said, well, I got 2 Tupac songs that Death Row don't even have. Nobody else that MC Hammer don't even have. I'm the only one with these masters. And how do I know I'm the only one with these masters? Is because right after we recorded it, I wrapped those reels up and I kept them in my possession. She was like, so nobody has these masters? I said, nobody but me. And I've been waiting to get in contact with you so I can give them to you. And then she was like, oh, wow. When can you come down? I said, I can come down there immediately as soon as you want me to come down there. So she booked me a flight to come down there. I came down there with the masters. I just gave it to her. Now, I was willing to give her everything that I had dealing with Tupac for free. And I told her, I said, here, Moms, these is yours. I don't want nothing from them. Just take them. People have offered me so much money for these. I don't want them. I didn't want it. Take these masters. They're yours. She said, oh, okay, well, we're going to do this like this. I'm going to give you this amount for this rack. I'm going to give you this amount for this master. I'm going to give you that amount for that master. I'm going to keep you on the songs. I'm going to put them out on the Tupac album, and I'm going to give you royalties for them. And don't turn me down. And I just stood there like, wow, like, man, like, with my mouth open, like, man, this is a blessing that I definitely wasn't expecting, because I was just expecting, I had more joy in me giving her the reels that nobody else had than to sell these reels to somebody else. You see what I'm saying? And then she turned around and offered me all these great things and great opportunities from giving her those reels and not expecting anything from it. She blessed me with that, and to this day, I can say that was one of the smartest things that I ever did, was to save those reels and give them to her, because here it is 16 years later, and I'm still receiving royalties from Tupac albums.